in Newport, we have a big problem. The city show up and they're gonna give a ticket to.
Again, even though it's just a small little ADU, it still requires the same amount of attention to detail. It's actually gonna have a stair set with a landing here.
Yeah, the owner called me last night and was like, hey, I just don't see this happening, you know, and we're kind of looking for a way out. And I thought, you know, let me make some phone calls and see what I can do, and maybe we'll purchase the house from you.
I mean, this is gonna be like a, pretty much, like I said, an extension of the kitchen.
Yo, what's going on? Strocheck Products Inc. I don't have any idea what this is, but it's probably something fun. We'll probably cruise by, definitely this one right here, the Hernandez residence. This is another ADU that we're doing. This one is a little bit further. It's in Corona Del Mar, like right off the toll road. But I'd like to take you guys there as well too, because that house is insane. Oh, is Alan pulling up right now? Dude, Alan just picked up a new rig. It looks like he's already got the Smith & Eastwood stickers on it, yeah. But there he is right there. All right, let's run. This is another project that we just started working on roughly about 2 months ago. We're in the process right now of doing all the underground work. So all our concrete, footings, foundational work, all the underground plumbing. This is gonna be a really cool ADU. If you can see in the background behind me, the deck that's existing up there, this ADU is actually gonna tie into that deck. So it's gonna be a single story ADU, but it is gonna have a rooftop deck. Once we get up onto the project and start looking at it, over the houses behind us, or I guess, sorry, behind you guys, there's the golf course, and we'll have an awesome ocean view as well too. So right now we're working on the concrete forms. So in the back where Mario and his son are working, they're actually doing the forms for a retaining wall. So this project has 2 retaining walls. It's got this one right here, which we can see. So if you kind of sneak in behind the fence here, I don't know if you can see that, but kind of where the bougainvillea was there was an existing retaining wall, and then that probably stopped like, I don't know, roughly around here, and then kind of made that same curvature that this one is, that same shape, and went up towards the back of the staircase where Mario is right now. And so to get enough space to actually build this project, we had to extend this whole retaining wall out roughly at 4.5 feet. So in this process right now, we're just doing, like I said, all the concrete, but we also have to figure out everything that's gonna be going on underneath the concrete. We've lined out everywhere where the walls are gonna go, as well as where all our plumbing sewage lines have to go. So all these string lines here are all set up throughout the project of where our interior walls are gonna be. Even though it's just a small little ADU, it still requires the same amount of attention to detail and planning as a big house does, but it's just on a smaller scale. So this is, you know, what it looks like. You have the existing house that's shown right here, and then up here in the top left we've got our ADU, and it shows like the flat roof, the rooftop deck. It's actually going to have a stair set with a landing here that ties into the rooftop deck on the main house, which would be really sick. So you'll be able to be on the rooftop deck on the main house, and if she's entertaining or she has family over, she could walk outside her house down a small set of stairs and be able to walk across and now be on the rooftop deck of the ADU, which would be really cool. What's up? Back at the office. I'll probably get a sandwich at Billy's, bro. The deli's so good. This guy's geared up for winter with that beanie. Daylight, what's going on here? It's friggin' summer. It's 70 degrees outside.
This guy.
What up, fellas?
Hey, you know?
You look nice.
Thanks, bro. I got dressed up for you.
You did?
Yeah.
I have an inspection, but I'm gonna have George do it. We came across this really cool opportunity right now. It's the project which we have in Laguna Beach already. The homeowner is looking to stay in Hawaii and doesn't want to come to Laguna anymore, and you know, and we're looking to probably purchase that property from him, and we'll be able to build it ourselves and kind of pick out the finishes that we want to choose and really get to do it how we want to do it. And this will be the first for us, so we're super excited about that. Me and Alan are actually going to head up there later this afternoon and kind of walk through it and see, how we want to go about building this.
I think it's like something that's every, person in our industry, it's their end goal is to be able to purchase a home, remodel it, either sell it or rent it out,
Totally. And be able to build it the way we want to build it, with the finishes that we want to use. And, it's always kind of been a dream to be able to do it how I like to do it, So, yeah. So I think this will be a super cool project for us to follow along with. I mean, permitting we make it happen, but, we're excited for that. Yeah, the owner called me last night and was like, hey, I just don't see this happening, and we're kind of looking for a way out. And I thought, let me make some phone calls and see what I can do, and maybe we'll purchase the house from you. And he seems pretty pumped on that. So, and what's nice is it's already gone through architectural, structural. I have a permit in hand. Our fence is already around it. I could throw 100 guys on that tomorrow. And if I could bang this out, there's comps in the neighborhood for 3.9. If I buy it for 2, put 600 into it.
We'll be going fishing for a few months.
I just got back from Alaska. We were with this dude named Wild Bill who was in the Marine Corps for 20 years, got kicked out of boot camp, I guess, for hazing too hard, and he was the guy running our show. So, it was very up at 5 a.m. We're there to kill fish, put fish on the boat. We get back to the dock at like 7 at night. Then it's time to fillet fish, and you don't realize it, but by the time you're home, you're like, it's midnight and it looks like this outside. And then the next day, just back at it. I mean, super beautiful place, super rad. I'm glad we went. Saw killer whales, saw all kinds of stuff. But man, it was a job. It whooped my ass. I'm still tired.
I think the coolest part is how you said how they cook your fish right there that you just caught.
Yeah. So we did some fishing on the Kenai River, and right now the red salmon are going upstream. And it's really rad. I've never done this before, but you can actually you don't fish with bait. You throw your empty hook into the river and you snag them. And then you're on to like a big salmon. And there's that many going upstream that you can almost snag one every cast. It's really wild.
That's insane.
But we caught halibut, we caught cod, lingcod, bunch of rockfish, saw whales. Moose. I mean, it was a rad trip, super pretty. I've never been, and glaciers, all kinds of stuff. So, super cool trip.
A little bit different from life here.
Super different. I mean, Last Frontier is for real. These people, they do everything. There's no gardeners. There's no one cleaning your house. There's no one shoveling your snow. I mean, these guys. I showed up to the boat we show up from the boat with our captain to his house. He pulls off the fish. His 7-year-old daughter starts filleting fish. Like the whole grandma and grandpa are out there. Like it's like a compound, and everybody works. It's a rad lifestyle. It's super gnarly, and it makes me feel like our kids are way too spoiled.
Yeah.
But
okay. Maybe we'll have to take them one day.
I think so.
Show them real life.
Show them what it is. What it could be.
Make them appreciate what they have here.
100%.
Hey, new truck?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what is this bad boy?
Tundra. Brand new, baby. So this project we're going to it's really nice. It's an outdoor covered kitchen, and they kind of want it to be an extension of their existing kitchen inside the house. So everything's gonna flow right out into this area. It'll have a fire pit. It will have a barbecue, and it's gonna have these really cool outdoor, pretty much waterproof cabinets that I've actually never used before, but the homeowner found them online. And then it will have a pool. It's kind of gonna be modern, you know, kind of mid-century modern, like kind of like a Palm Springs house, like an original Palm Springs house. It'll be really cool. Right now they are grading, pulling all the dirt out. We had to pull a lot of dirt out because we have some retaining walls going in, and we are putting the steel columns in. I grew up in this neighborhood right up here, Shorecliffs, and it's a private beach. And last weekend we did a pig roast. So we go out to Paris and we pick out a pig from this pig farm, and my dad and all his buddies started it. I think it was like 18 years ago, and a couple of years ago they passed it on to the next generation. So we roast a pig right there behind the lifeguard tower for 24 hours, and then everyone in the neighborhood comes the following day, and it's all donation based. We just try to get enough money to get supplies and a pig for the following year, and everyone just comes down and eats it, and we serve it. And this was actually the first year. My son, he's 13, he got to be a part of it, so he'll be the third generation of the. And then up here is it's called SC Fight House. It's where I train jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and it's actually Shane's brother-in-law's business right here. And Trevor and I and everyone, we train there. We'll have to check it out next time, maybe one night when we're in there training. When I contacted Shane about working with him, I was just on my own, kind of doing this same thing, but not on as high of a scale. I've been here my whole life in San Clemente, so I have a lot of connections in the town. So I have a lot, it's all word of mouth referrals, and then, adding this, just social media and everyone connecting the dots of all of us that are working together, it just kind of exploded, And because I've been doing construction my whole life. My dad's a commercial project manager for a bigger union company, and I did that for like 10 years. And when I'd get slow in the union, you can put your name on a list to get hired on with another company. But what I would do is I would just come work residential, and I've done everything from like framing to building cabinets. I worked in a cabinet shop. I did high-end finishes in Newport, and I just like this a lot more. It's cool to build something and a homeowner to be stoked at the end of the project. Where in the union, you're just kind of like a worker bee. There's no personal, it's just get there, work as hard as you can, as long as you can, and then go home. There's no one's impressed, no one's happy with the outcome at the end of the project. Yeah. And then we have like a really cool group of guys that we get to work with. We hang out outside of work, we fish together, some of the guys surf together. I surf, but I have no desire to wake up with Shane at 4 a.m. and go jump in the water.
How did you meet Shane and get started working with him?
So originally, I'd met him a few times at his brother-in-law's gym, and then I kind of caught wind that he was going to be doing his own thing. And like I said, everyone in our company has different types of connections, and I'm like, okay, Shane has different connections than I do. Maybe he'd be willing to do something with me. And when I first started, he was kind of like, hey dude, like, I'm down, but I don't have a ton of work, you know what I mean? Like, I have enough work for me and Zane right now, and I saw where it was going, and I saw Shane's vision, which I've always kind of had the same vision, but I just never was put with the right people. for the first few months, it was just, I was kind of just doing jobs that I was getting for my own phone ringing. And then, you know, real quick after that, it was jobs coming in that are just referrals from the business, you know. And yeah, and now we're just going full speed. It's good. All right, we're here at Kai Pacifica. Let's go check it out. Hopefully these guys aren't on lunch. Yeah, right here we're gonna have a big retaining wall. This is where he wants to put all the pool equipment, his trash cans. Just a little extra space to put whatever it is that he needs. Sweet. So over here we're setting the steel columns. These are actually raised off the bottom of the actual dirt itself, and concrete will be poured underneath it and actually inside of the columns, and then we'll put a roof on that, and everything else will go underneath it. Cabinets, electrical, plumbing. I mean, this is going to be like a pretty much, like I said, an extension of the kitchen just outside. Right here will be a pool. Might just keep this fireplace for now. We're kind of just seeing how things go, you know. So they're just getting all these columns, like I said, they're raised up off the ground. So we have to pretty much temp all these up until the concrete's poured. They got to be perfect so the concrete can go underneath and still stay plumb and square. This project we started July 11th, and will probably end up being completed by, I would say, with the first phase, which is the pool house, you know, the covered kitchen area, I would say by October-ish. So here, this is Kai Pacifica, where I took you guys earlier. You can see here, this is the barbecue area. This is where all the cabinets are going to be. This is the fire pit. Really cool big island. You got a spa, pool, and then another outdoor fireplace.
We'll jump in the truck, we'll go check out the Newport Beach project now.
In Newport, we have a big problem. The city show up and they're gonna give a ticket to drop trucks because the containers in the street with no permits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they say if you don't pull a permit, we're gonna get a ticket too. And they're gonna come by every week or twice a week to check if it's in other containers without permits.
Gotcha. It's a dumpster. Like, we're supposed to have a permit to put the dumpster in the street, but the people that, like, Newport Beach has a select, like, few companies you can rent a dumpster from, and they're, like, impossible to schedule with. And so, like, we were trying to, like, just get it kind of, like, done quickly. Like, they'd drop it off, like, in the morning. It would be there for, like, 3 or 4 hours, and then the guy would come pull it, you know, to, like, maybe get around it. So it wasn't the right thing to do, but, like, it was working for a little bit to try and, like, speed things up. So, hey, I just got off the phone with Freddie.
Okay.
So,
Are you heading up there?
yeah, I'm on my way up there right now. I'll be there in, I don't know, like maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I just got off the freeway, so.
Okay. Let me know. My driver's on his way. He'll probably be there in about 20.
Okay. And we'll probably show up around the same time. So, dang, that's a bummer because it's like, one, we obviously like working with you a lot more and we'd prefer to give you the business.
Yeah.
But, you know, like if we.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe you just explain to them. I'm sure they're reasonable. But it's like, dude, we tried using CRNR and they pushed me off for 3 days. I had 4 guys sitting here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it'll take something like just going into the city and explaining that. I mean, I don't know. I'll see what, did they leave some kind of paperwork, do you know, or?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I guess I'll let you know when I get there and we can figure something out.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Bye.
We're here on our Newport Beach project. This project, we're doing a full interior remodel on the house, just really trying to freshen things up, get it modern. So let's go inside and I'll show you guys around. Alrighty, so as soon as you come in, I mean, all the floors have been demoed. Staircase behind you, we took all the carpet off that. These columns that were here, we're reworking them. We're keeping the backbone, we're keeping the skeleton of this project, but we're just really making it nice. You know, it's kind of outdated. It's, I don't know, a style that not a lot of people are doing anymore. And so these homeowners are just looking to modernize the home that they're gonna move into in a little bit. So before we started initially, it was extremely closed off. There were like a bunch of like columns and pillars and like all these things like separating the spaces. And it just felt like really claustrophobic. This is a nice big house. It's got like really awesome views, like full-on panoramic views of Newport Beach. You can see Balboa, you can see South Coast Plaza, or excuse me, Fashion Island. You can see, you know, part of Pelican Hill Golf Course. Like it's really, really killer spot where this is at up on the hill. But it's just like I said, it was really tight. It was really claustrophobic. And so the whole idea, the concept behind our renovations here are just to really open up the space, to keep the rooms a little bit more fluid so it doesn't feel so confined and so restricted when you're here living in this space. So when we were here yesterday, we kind of ran into a problem where the design elevations that we were given didn't actually match up with what we needed to do on site. And nice thing about this project is we're working with a really good design group, 2 gals, Sage Design Group. It was awesome. I was able to just quickly call them on FaceTime, explain the issue that we were running into. They immediately jumped on their computer, rescaled the drawings, got everything figured out for us. They called me back within like 15 minutes and they're like, boom, here's your solution. We've got it all figured out for you. And that allowed us to just keep cruising. We were able to like get this done yesterday and not have to like sit here and be like, oh, we need answers. Like they were on top of it, and here we are, and we're all finished up on this. This is almost finished up. They're gonna like, we've got to do an archway right here. This was like full on gut. There was all these like weird soffits in here. It's kind of an oddly shaped room, and so then you had like 3 different ceiling heights. You had this ceiling height right here where the initial bathtub and like kind of like the soaking tub used to be. There was like another drop down ceiling height that was even lower than the shower right here. So I don't know, it wasn't anything like insane of a change that was done, but it was a lot of just like kind of cleaning things up to make it more cohesive. There was just a lot of like, yeah, like I said, weird elevation changes that just made this space feel really cramped. This is another problem we ran into yesterday that I was talking to the designers about. We were speccing out the shower heads, and like that rain shower is supposed to be basically like right here where this light is. And so it like kind of puts you in an uncomfortable position if you're like standing here in the shower, that this bench is like right at the back of your like leg or your calf. And so we kind of came up with a plan of like, we'll take it 8 inches and kind of turn this like bench into like a ledge that'll go all the way across. I don't know if it was like a smoking room or what it was before. It was just kind of like a master retreat, I guess, is what the person put on the floor that did the remodel before us. It was kind of just like a space that wasn't very usable, so we're turning this into a gym. And then behind you, Jordan, actually, they're gonna be putting in a sauna right there. So you'll be able to like get a workout going in with like this insane view, and then you can jump right into the sauna afterwards, which is gonna be pretty sick.
Hey guys, thanks for coming along today.
Yeah, we're excited to keep doing this, and we'll hopefully see you guys in a couple weeks.